Most of you are working for the crumbs and calling it a banquet. You're obsessed with revenue, the top-line number that looks good on a pitch deck but leaves your pockets empty at the end of the month. You're doing 90% of the work for 10% of the reward. You don't have a volume problem, you have a positioning problem. I'm releasing the value capture analysis, the surgical study to identify exactly where the maximum margin is hidden in your value chain. We are going to stop being the worker and start being the collector. The masterclass and the margin mapping ledgers are live. Link in bio. Capture the core. Stop being proud of your hard work. In the global economy, hard work is a commodity, and commodities are always priced at the bottom. You're raising the fish, you're driving the boat, you're laying the bricks, and you're letting the middleman take 70% of the profit. You are the one taking the risk, the one in the sun and the one with the debt. Yet the person sitting in an air-conditioned office in Antwerp or Abidjan is capturing the value you created. You are being exploited by your own lack of strategy. You're an industrialist who is behaving like a serf because you haven't identified the value leak in your chain. It's time to stop working for the chain and start owning the links that actually pay. The winner of the 2026 fiscal year isn't the one who produces the most, it's the one who captures the most. In every industry, whether it's agribusiness, transport, or real estate, there is a golden link. It's usually hidden. It's not the harvest, it's the processing. It's not the boat, it's the terminal. It's not the apartment, it's the management service. The value capture analysis is your predatory tool to map the entire chain and identify where the alpha margin is hiding. We are going to stop competing in the crowded primary sectors and move your capital to the high ground where the competition is thin and the margins are thick. If you don't find the value, you are the value being captured by someone else. Look at your current income statement. This is the before state. It's a world of vanity revenue. You're selling raw tilapia at the dock. You get 2,000 FCFA per kilo. Your cost is 1/500. You're happy with your 500 FCFA margin. But wait, the guy who buys from you, smokes the fish, and sells it to the industrial catering firm gets 8,000 FCFA. His cost is 3,000. He just captured 5,000 FCFA of value while you did the heavy lifting for 500. You are suffering from strategic blindness. You are paying a knowledge tax to everyone above you in the chain. You have no vertical control. You're an entrepreneur who is being bled dry by the service layer. You are operating a low-value engine that requires 100% of your energy to produce 10% of the wealth. You are working for the banquet, but you're only allowed to eat the crumbs. Now let's visualize the after state. This is alpha capture. In this state, you have vertical sovereignty. You've moved from raw production to industrial solution. You don't just sell fish. You sell processed, temperature-guaranteed protein packs directly to the mining camps. You have information mastery. You use Innovtech to track the exact demand in the city, bypassing the wholesalers. Your value capture ledger shows that you are capturing 80% of the total available margin in your chain. Because you've identified the golden link, the specific part of the process that requires the most logic and the least brawn, you can scale without doubling your workload. You have territorial locking because your competitors are still fighting over the raw price at the dock while you are governing the entire flow of value. How do you cross that bridge from serf to sovereign? You use the value capture mapping ledger. The bridge is built by the daily discipline of chain deconstruction. Step 1. Map the full price journey. Track your product from the dirt to the end consumer's plate. Who takes a cut at every stage? Step 2. Identify the asymmetry. Where is the highest profit for the least effort? Usually, it's where data, SOPs, or processing meet the product. Step 3. The pivot action. Reinvest your primary profits into owning that one golden link. Buy the smoker, build the micro hub, or launch the media ed platform. This bridge is governed by the 70% capture rule. If you aren't capturing at least 70% of the total value created by your work, the business model is broken. You reinvest your margin gains into Innovtech, automated processing, and direct-to-consumer software to ensure you never lose your grip on the link. This is how you move from producing to governing. You are training the ant to find the gold so the alpha can build the vault. By now, the awareness should be absolute. Wealth is not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep. You've heard the protocol. You understand that the middleman is your primary predator. But a value capture analysis is just a piece of paper until you look at your industry's total chain and face the reality of your own positioning. I am using this exact predatory logic to build Alpha Holding. We don't just enter markets, we dissect them to find the hidden margin. I've made the value capture analysis protocol and the margin mapping ledgers available to you. I've uploaded the spreadsheets, the ones that track your chain leakage and your golden link ROI, to my Patreon. This is the tactical manual for the entrepreneur who is ready to stop begging for crumbs and start owning the banquet. I am not looking for producers. I am looking for architects of profit. On the Corifea Patreon, you are getting the steel, the industry-specific chain maps, the vertical integration roadmaps, and the framework for building your own Alpha Capture dashboard for the 2026 fiscal year. Your task for this week is clinical. Perform a value capture audit on your most profitable product. Track it from the moment it's born to the moment it's consumed. Identify the golden link by Friday. Find the one person taking a bigger cut than you and decide how to replace them. Master the chain. Own the value. Go to the link in my bio. Join the Corifea Inner Circle on Patreon. Download the value capture analysis and start your sovereign pivot today. The banquet belongs to the one who maps the table. I am Parfait Eti, and this is Corifea Strategic. I'll see you on the inside.